Hey everyone, welcome to Vibe Lexica. One of my many names is Nate, and Ipa Fiesen, last in Maple. Okay, hold on. What the heck was that, you ask? That was a translation from my personal conlang, Fija. And what does that mean? Let's back up to the basics. A conlang, or constructed language, is a type of language created by individual people, as opposed to a natural language that evolves through time as it's spoken. Some of the more well-known examples of conlangs include Esperanto, an international auxiliary language meant to facilitate communication between people who don't otherwise share a language, Tolkien's Elvish languages, Klingon from Star Trek, and High Valyrian and Dothraki, both from Game of Thrones and both created by David Peterson, who has the coolest career in the world. Conlangs are almost always created to serve specific goals, and they are often categorized by their intended purposes. My own conlang, Fija, is a personal art lang. It's only meant to be spoken by myself and a few others, and it's a form of artistic expression. More specifically, it's meant to embody and fit with my own worldviews in the way I think, because natlangs are horrible at doing that. Fija also happens to fit the subcategory of englang, or engineered language, since the way I prefer to think happens to be pretty logical and systemized. Now, there are two broad categories of constructed languages, naturalistic and non-naturalistic. Naturalistic languages are created to emulate the way natural languages like English or Mandarin, work. Naturalistic language creators might intentionally include a lot of irregularities, choose sounds that frequently pop up in natural languages, or even simulate natural language evolution through the various versions of their language. Non-naturalistic languages, on the other hand, throw all of that out the window. That's called defenestration, by the way. They do not employ techniques to imitate naturalistic languages and are not limited by the need to remain realistic. Of course, they will still have their own separate goals and limitations. Naturalism just isn't one of them. Fija itself is very much a non-naturalistic language. In fact, I go out of my way at times to select non-naturalistic features, such as only using ergative absolutive alignment. If you have no clue what that means, don't worry, it'll be explained in the future video. Currently, many parts of the internet conlanging community are geared more towards naturalistic conlanging, and some creators even present naturalistic conlangs as a default, or assume that their audience wishes to create naturalistic languages. Because of this, it can be pretty difficult to find resources on creating non-naturalistic languages, especially on YouTube. Some beginning conlangers may not even be aware that non-naturalism is an option. I was pretty confused about that too at the beginning. So, part of my reason for creating this channel is to spread awareness, so to speak, about non-naturalistic conlangs and provide resources for creators of such languages. Along the way, I'd also like to showcase Fija and talk about some of my other interests, like poetry and music. If any of that interests you too, I hope you join me in my journey, and maybe even learn a few things along the way. Thank you for watching. This has been Nate from Vibe Lexica, and I hope you have a nice day.